Hello again, my name is Mark Wells and I'm back here to talk again about the FES flower essences. Today the subject is about acceptance, accepting things so we can adapt to change, particularly changes that we've made ourselves or changes that have been thrust upon us. Anything like that, it's being able to accept it, adapt and show resilience. And the remedies I'll look at today will support people in that end. The first, I want to look at the Flourish formula, and that's fearless. And fearless is a really good one at the start, because whenever there's a bit of a shock to the system, as I say, there's been a change that's thrown our plans completely out the window and we're going, what's going to happen now? There is fundamentally fear. And fearless will always help, at least calm the storm for the time being. Allow us to, gather again, get ourselves together and show a bit of poise and then go forward with courage. The next one I want to talk about is nectarine. Now it is a research one. There's certainly an in-depth description of it in my latest book, Essential Flower Essence book. But it is a research one, so I know that Oborne's have it in stock, so that if anyone did want to purchase it. But nectarine is, I use so much in the clinic, and it's very much about, again, something's happened, trusting where you're going. You've got the situations in front of you, there's change, there's what am I going to do now? It's just, again, stilling the waters, just allowing you to accept what's happening, trust that things are going to turn out all right, and do what you can and control things that you can control, and just say, well, okay, we've got this far, I'm not going to go backwards, I'm not sure where I'm going, but I trust things will turn out as long as I remain focused and calm and show poise and make the right decisions going forward. So it's a really good one, and particularly if there's been some stress for some time, a bit of doubts and things have been creeping in for a while, and you get to that point, I've got to do something here. It's the straw that breaks the camel's back. I've had enough, I just have to accept it and then, move on. Chrysanthemum, a great remedy when there's change. It's a remedy that's often prescribed for people in midlife, and that's just something going on within yourself. There's a change. Am I in the right job? And it might be earning enough money for me, but is it giving me rewards? Do I feel fulfilled? Does it have meaning? And of course, when you're forced into a situation, there's change that's been forced on you, you go through that again. What am I going to do now? What's going to happen? What's going to happen to me financially? How am I going to be situated? So if it's a job, what's going to happen going forward? So you'll automatically be thinking about that, but the remedy will help you actually come to terms with, get that balance right. Yeah, look, I want meaning in my life, and I want to be doing something that I love, or doing it in a way that gives me that sort of satisfaction. Yes, I've got to make a living. So it challenges our relationship with our money, and it challenges our material view of life. It doesn't make us, any rash decisions or anything like that, but it gets the balance right. Yeah, I've got a mortgage and kids and things, but I've also got to have some meaning about what I'm doing. I've got to have some satisfaction. There's no point if I haven't got the quality of life to enjoy those things. So it'll help you get that balance right if you do need to make some decisions going forward. The next one is penstemon, and penstemons a great remedy to really bring out the strength, the fortitude that you've got. Okay, this is the lot I've been handed, and this is how I'm going to go forward. I'm going to hang in there, and I'm going to make the best of this, and I'm going to come through this really well. Still sticking to your own values and being true to your own personal path in life. But penstemon gives you that the energy, the drive, and the fortitude to move forward through some of these obstacles, through some of these things that you've been confronted with. Forget-me-not is the last one I want to say. I know it comes up a lot, but it's such an important remedy. And a lot of the times when there's changes in our life, whether it's at work, career, family, relationships change. And some relationships will never be the same again. Some relationships will go by the wayside or just go. So it's almost like there is the loss, but there's also what you gain. There'll be new relationships, new things in front of you. So Forget-me-not allows you to accept that, and that's the theme of today, but it allows you to stay true to your life path, where you're meant to be going, your values, and what you've, in some sense, get a sense or a remembrance of why you're here, what you're meant to be doing. Don't lose sight of that. It may not be, it's a fairly abstract thing. It might be just something that feels right. That feels the way I'm meant to go here. And yes, it seems that there will be new people in my life or new situations that I will be adapting to and learning, but they will be right for my time in life now. And I can make it work for me, and I can make it work for me in the sense that it will be consistent with what my needs are, where I'm meant to be going at this time in my life. So if these changes are put upon you, there's a lot of research that goes into at the moment. It's about how do you make the best decisions for yourself in life. And there's no one way, and everyone does things differently, but there's no one way that says this is the best way to do it and you'll always make the right decision. It's not so much about making the best decision, it's about making the best of a decision. So it's about the commitment to that decision you've made, in other words. So Forget-me-not helps you, well, I mightn't have made the decision, but this is how it is, so I'm going to make the best of it. And it's going to be the best for me and for those around me. So on that note, I might just also remind you, the new edition of my book, the Essential Flowerists book, is out, and it's got another 15 or 20 years experience of working with clients with flower essences. And if you're interested in following up, even having more in-depth view of what we've just been speaking about, by all means check the book out. It will help you, and if you're interested, it'll take you to the next level. Okay, thanks very much. See you next time.